All right, so two more grammar things I just wanted to cover um, that I forgot to. Well, the gerundive for purpose, I forgot to. Perfect passive verbs, just figured I'd throw that in there. So, use the gerundive, which in the previous video, you learn how to make that with ad causa grade in order to show purpose. So, this is the purpose part. Cool. So, the woman, and that's femina. A nominative singular, walked to town. Ad opidum is to town, and then walked. Ambulawe is walked. It's perfect tense. So ad causa grade. Ad, it said up earlier that it goes with the accusative. So ad, in order to see the king. King is what you're seeing, so he's going to be accusative. So rex becomes regum. And C is from video. Drop off the RE, add NDUS. But this needs to be accusative to match the king and masculine. So addendum. Now I know that's an EM and that's a UM, but Brex, Rega, that's third declension, so he's going to get those endings, which EM is the accusative of that. Addendum either gets the A endings or the US endings or the UM endings, and that depends on what it's modifying. Now, that is for odd. If we're going with casa, only a couple things will change. That'll say the same, casa. And this says plus genitive. So, make king genitive rex regis. And this is going to be formed the same way, but instead of a UM, we need the genitive of that, which is going to be an I. So, widendi. This is third declension genitive, the I is second declension genitive. Now, if this were queen, both reginae and widendi would both end in AE. And the third way to do it, again, this part is going to stay the same, but this time we're going to use gratia. And this also takes the genitive, so we're going to make a genitive. Okay, now this next little bit, for some reason, on the iPad, this is split up into multiple pages, but we can work with that. I'll just write above for this one. The soldier was killed. Miles, M-I-L-E-S, is the nominative singular, was killed. Interficio, interficere, interfeci, interfectus. All right, those are the principal parts for kill. You could go with neko, which is first, conjugation. But for this, it says the fourth principal part in a form of sum. So, interfectus is the fourth principal part in a form of sum. And the forms of sum over here, sum est sunt. All right, soldier here is the subject, and the one that corresponds to that is third. Because sum is I am, s is you are, st here it is, which is soldier. Sumus is we, estis is y'all, and sunt is they. These are plural, so we don't have to worry about those when our subject is singular. So we're going to go est here. Now the us is going to change depending on whether it's singular, plural, masculine, feminine, or neuter. Soldier is masculine, singular, so we're going to leave it at the us. Then we talked about ablative of agent earlier, So by an ugly woman. Femina. And then ugly is terpis, which is third declension. We need to take that out and add an ending to it. And if you remember, third declension adjectives are, when they are ablative, there's I. So that's the soldier was killed by an ugly woman.